My fiance, who I've known for 7 years now, theoretically that should be quite easy, because I see her an awful lot. I should be able to go, yeah, that's exactly it. Her hair's like that, her ears are like that, blah blah blah. If I don't do that successfully, I could well be in a spot of bother. Now, I'm not obviously doing this on my own. I'm pleased to say I'm joined in the studio by DC Jason Precy. Good morning to you.
Morning, Mike.
You've brought in a computer to help do this. Is it all digital nowadays?
It is. Historically, how people made facial composites of people that committed crimes was probably done by sketch work in the early days, where an artist would sketch a number of transparencies and overlay them on top of each other, and then you would end up with a face. Then it kind of went through to what most people may remember of sliding different parts of the face.
Yeah,
so you'd pick a set of eyes, or then you would pick a mouth and you'd slide these in to create a face. Things have kind of evolved from there, whereas what was recognised is that you may pick a set of eyes and a nose that you thought might match the person that you saw, but in nature that face could never exist. You couldn't have somebody perhaps who originated from the Far East's eyes on a white European nose, so it couldn't happen. So this technology enables us to breed faces, and you'll get something that's much more human-like, if you like.
Yes, we found out a little bit about the background from Jason with these Evo Fits, and we've discovered how it works. What we're going to do now is try and create an Evo Fit of my fiance. So, supposing she's committed a heinous crime, perish the thought. How do we go about creating this E-Fit, Jason?
Okay. Basically, we've got to get a general description of your fiance, and that will be just something that's quite bland, really, unless there's something really specific, a feature that's really specific on the face. We'll just go through it. But the first thing we want to do is we've got to narrow down the search on this computer software by picking from a specific database of people. So what I would ask was what ethnicity is she and what's her age. So that would be the basic. That would be the first question, really.
Okay, she's white and she's 36.
Okay, so we look into the database, which gives us a parameter, because although you know the age of your fiancé, when these events happen, there's usually a stranger, and people can get ages wrong. So we give it a broader band of age. So we'll pick a database which is between 30 and 39. So we'll go with that, and then we begin to get some pictures that you can look at.
She's really pretty.
Right. I thought you might say that.
Yeah, I'm just laying down a little bit of groundwork now to help myself in the future.
I'm sure she is.
She's going to kill me. She's going to kill me. So what are we doing now?
So firstly, what I'll tend to do is we'll see if we can get the hair right, and I'm going to show you some hairstyles, and hopefully if you can describe her hair to me, then we'll go through that and we'll get that part right, because it often affects the way that people view somebody's face, is whether it fits with their hair. So if you want to talk me through it, what kind of length is her hair?
I'd say it's medium.
Okay. And the colouring of it?
She's blonde.
Okay. We put it on as light because this system works in grayscale, because colours tend to confuse people when they're viewing it, and it just leaves less room for error when we get the image at the end of it. So does she have a part in it at all?
Towards the left, I think it's safe to say.
Okay. And does she have a fringe with that?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. And is that?
I'd say medium. That would be.
Fringe,
yeah.
Great. And the style of it?
Straight.
Is it straight?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what I'll do is now I'll show you some hairstyles. We've got a number of pages here. There's 18 images on each page, and there's a number of screens to go through. So if you can pick the one that's not exactly like it, more similar, we can go through that. So you can see the images there, and we can flip the hair around if you want to do that.
So these images that we've got here, these are computer generated images of hair, or are they real hair? From real women,
from real people, yeah. And there's obviously a bank of hundreds of styles. Interestingly, obviously when we get stranger events, it's usually men that are, so the database is smaller for women, so unfortunately we don't have as many hairstyles, but you can generally get something similar to what you
Just out of interest, are all the styles and everything that we're seeing on here, are they all taken from just general people, members of the public or what have you, or are they always people in the police's database?
No. These people here are probably, when the software was introduced or developed, it was university based by professors, so I think they just took their bank from students.
Oh, okay.
Of which you've got a real cross section of hairstyles and ethnicities and ages. So that's kind of that's where they got it from.
Okay. Now I have seen one image, but the interesting thing was, unfortunately, with the image, the parting was on the right. It wasn't on the left. Are you able to
yeah,
help
we
with
can
that?
we can do something with that. Can you pick it out?
I think it was that one there.
That one there. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll just mirror it over, and that hopefully will look something similar.
And hey presto, it's flipped over. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play Fergal Sharky now, ahead of the travel news with Nick in a few moments' time. And whilst we're playing that, you and I'll have a bit more of a delve, and hopefully, somehow, by fair means or foul, we shall create an image which won't cost me my potential marriage. It's 26 minutes past 10, Fergal Sharky, and then Nick with the travel here on BBC Radio Cymru. Kind of oval, right? Oval?
Yeah,
sort of.
Okay. It's just to prompt your memory of
Okay,
this. You know,
yeah,
it's not.
sure.
It's not to do something with this.
Yeah.
It's just to get something new in mind. So we spoke about the hair.
Yeah.
So we've got that.
Yeah.
Eyebrows. Anything particular about them?
No, not really. Just normal.
That's fine.
Eyebrows, really. Yeah.
Eyes.
Blue eyes.
Blue.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing doesn't do colour, but it will show a shade. You know, it can lighten the eyes when we get the fit at the end. Nose shape or anything particular?
Just a little nose, really. Yeah. Nothing outrageous. Her face is quite symmetrical.
Yeah.
It's one of these. It literally there is symmetry there.
Yeah.
Because
Because
everybody
obviously, when some of the people involved in some of these crimes are quite distinctive.
Yeah.
And that's what's brought out in this little interview, if you like. Mouth.
Nothing. She's got kind of fullish. I know some women have thin lips. She's got kind of fullish lips. Yeah.
See, historically, people may have been led into things. Or if you had somebody in your mind as a police officer, you would say, "Oh, has he got dark eyebrows? Or has he got full lips or a broken nose?"
Yeah.
This is designed to take that out of it, and it's purely for the witness to kind of. And the ears, anything.
She has, by her own admission, got larger ears, shall we say?
Larger than normal ears.
Yeah, so she says.
Oh, that's okay. It's not you saying.
Yeah,
that.
not me saying that at all.
Just picking a face shape.
Right.
That's the first thing we're doing. So don't look at the hair, don't look at the eyes. Just a general best face shape.
They're
very subtle. They're all different.
Yeah.
They're very subtle changes.
I'm thinking that one.
Yeah.
Initially, I mean, we can always change things.
We can change the.
When we come back to it.
We can change all that, so don't worry about that.
Let's see.
So we're picking that one, and what we'll do now is we're going to pick some pieces. Okay. So we've got this now. It takes a little while for the computer to kind of generate all the faces you see. So now what we've done is we've got a few faces that are very similar or similar in shape.
Yeah.
What we're looking for now is just the general shape of the features, and it'll become clear to you how kind of it works. So you're still not looking specifically, oh, that's her, that's not her. What you're looking at is that's more like. So what's your fiance's name?
Emma.
Yeah. It's more like Emma than the others. And we'll just keep going like that, and eventually we'll get to something that probably we like.
Because ironically, the picture I have in mind, she's smiling.
Right.
Does that cause a problem?
We can do that.
Okay.
We can do that later on. So we just pick two faces off this screen that look more like Emma than the others.
Two faces, okay.
Oh, this is hard, isn't it?
I'm thinking maybe that one.
Yep.
thinking maybe that one and maybe that one.
That one there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So what we do is we've got another screen and we're picking 2 more faces. So there's the 2 that you've already picked, and if you can pick another 2 that are kind of similar.
Oh, okay.
And you go through that, and then we put the textures on, which then the face really starts to become alive.
Oh, right.
So we've got to this stage, Mike, where we've got 6 faces of the kind of similar shape of features to Emma's, we hope.
We hope.
What I'd like you to do now is pick the best face out of the 6 that you've previously selected, and we're going to put some texture on the face with that then.
Now, when it comes to this, am I looking at the shape of the face, or am I trying to incorporate the eyes into it, or what am I looking for here?
The texture will put the colours on and the shading, so we're still looking at the general shape of the face and the features. If you can pick your best one, that'd be great.
I keep coming back to this one, so I think we're going to go with, with that one there.
We're going to select that, and then we're going to pick this as your best face out of the ones you've already selected. Still in the early stages, and then we're going to make some textures. That's okay. So we've got that, and then so where we are now is you've picked hopefully the shape face and the features. Now this starts to put some texture. You'll notice on the different pictures we've got texture in the eyes. Some of the eyes are darker, some look more open.
Yeah.
Some of the eyebrows are darker or lighter, and some of the lines on the face are more pronounced. And this is all called texturing. If you look, for instance, the image of this lady here has got quite light kind of eyes, if you like, that are kind of an open face. This person is kind of more pronounced with the lines around the eyes and darker browed, if you like. So that's the kind of difference.
I better not put lines around the eyes,
no.
Jace. You're going to get me in bother with that. How many am I selecting here?
2 again.
2 again.
Yeah. What we've got is this is kind of put them all together, and it's come up with 2 screens of faces that hopefully are going to start to look like Emma. And so what we need to do is you need to pick just one off each of the 2 pages, and then we stick them together as well.
I'll go for that one.
Okay,
please.
Right, great. So that's the first face, and then we'll have another screen, and this is another set of faces. And
this is. I mean, I genuinely feel sorry for any victims of crime who've been through trauma and are now having to do this, because I'm doing this for a bit of fun, really, and I'm finding. Let's go with that one, I think. Okay.
Well, you are under a bit of pressure because you're trying to pick out your fiance, so
true,
you are under pressure.
Yeah. Yes, that's very true, actually.
So what we'll do here is we'll just look at them side by side. So that's your first one you picked.
Okay.
First combination. And that's the second one. And if you can we'll flip between the 2 until you decide which one you like the look of best. If that's appropriate.
I think that one. I think
you like that one?
Yeah, I think that's
great. So that's your best combination.
Yeah.
Good. And it's still shown, your best combination still in pink, so that's the one that you've picked. Are you happy with that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So this is kind of a bit like the halfway stage, Mike. We've got a face here that the computer's generated for you based on what you've chosen, and it asks for you to rate not the face in how pretty or otherwise somebody is, but how like Emma that face is on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
Because if you're going to rate it at 1 or 2, we'll probably start again because we've got something massively wrong. If you're rating it anything above 5, then we can go with the process and we can get somewhere with the face.
I'd give that at the moment probably about a 5 or a 6.
Right. Okay, well that's great.
Yeah,
we'll go 5, it's okay. It's just an indicator for me really as an operator to say, we're on the right track.
Sure.
If it's a 1 or a 2, we're totally off kilter and we've got to go again. So we're going to start. We go through this process again, and it's the same as before. It has another go at evolving a face. So it's just going to be picking the face shapes and picking the textures.
Okay.
So it's 2 and 2 and 2, and then 2
Fine.
and 2 and 2.
Now, this is the actual face shape?
Because this is more to do with this shape.
Okay, because the one thing I was thinking that potentially with the one we've done is that the face is just, and this is also, her face is a little bit thinner than.
Well, what we can do is later on, there's a specific tools on the software where we can squish her in a bit if you like, or, or broaden the face, so there's no problem with it. So basically, over the last half an hour, Mike, you've picked a number of faces that have kind of been generated by the computer, and it's got to a position now where hopefully it's a face that resembles something like Emma. What we can do now is we can use a number of tools, like morphing tools or shape tools, that the computer uses to tweak the face around, for want of a better word. We can lighten stuff or make stuff bigger or smaller, and we'll go through that. So first bit is the main scales. We can go with face width. We can bring that in, or age. We can age the face, or put more weight on it, or make the person look more.
I do not put more weight on.
No. Or make somebody look more pleasant, or more outgoing, or healthier.
Okay.
There's all these things.
Sure.
They've all kind of been scientifically tested. So you mentioned before about the face width. You might want to change.
Just maybe a little bit thinner.
Right. Okay.
Just
well, it's on a sliding scale, so we can do it very subtly. And if you see, as I scale up and down, I'll do it kind of a bit more dramatically, so you can see it on the pictures. Yeah. But that's where we were. And if you wanted to take Emma's face in,
little.
Ever so
try one more.
So slightly.
Try that.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, try that.
So we'll go to the next one, and we'll show on screen what we're looking at, so you can see on the camera. So this is for an age. This is an age scale, so you can age her or bring her down a bit. Make her older, make her younger. So what she's gonna look like in 10 years' time.
She should be.
I'll move it up and down, and you tell me when to stop.
Let me just quickly do this.
Yes.
9. Caroline Robertson on BBC Radio Company.
From the guide in Millom, UK West Cumbria, holding a drop-in session for a couple of hours from 1:30. It's taking place in the Bradbury Centre on St George's Road. It's offering support, advice and activities for people with mental health. Don't worry in terms of
timings. So we're going to just go through.
A little bit more to the right, I think. That's not bad, actually.
Okay. So the next one will be facial weight. So if you look, it'll put weight on the bottom. Weight on the bottom of the face.
At what point did your engagement get called off? Well, I believe it was on the facial weight section.
So we can make a. It brings the chin in.
Yeah. The image I have in mind, actually, you probably would need to go a smidgen left. One more. Try that.
After that.
Try that.
It's got somebody else's photograph. Right. So this one's for pleasantness, and I'll show you how this one works. It kind of makes somebody a little friendlier looking, or it can make somebody a little bit more kind of stern looking, if you like.
She's smiling on the picture I have in mind, so
we can make we can do that. Are you happy with that one so far? Yeah. And this is introvert extrovert. It's an interesting one. So I don't know where the science is on this one, but it kind of it just the subtle changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're happy with it where it is, that's fine as well.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Health. So
she looks well in this picture.
Kind of healthy looking. So, but it does tend to. There. See that.
Yeah.
More healthy.
She looks well in this picture. So
that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go with that. And this is honesty. Hopefully Emma's going to be really honest, isn't she?
Yeah, she was like really honest. Yeah.
And that looks less honest.
Yes.
See? Yeah.
I think veering towards honesty.
She would go that way.
Yeah.
Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we probably spend a little bit more time with
Yeah.
a witness for a, you know, a case, but
Within the
And Nick's not there either. Do well the travel.
Okay, I'll call the travel.
It's 11 o'clock.
so we're getting there now.
Right.
The last one on this particular part is how threatening or unthreatening Emma looked in this picture, or just generally.
Completely unthreatening.
Right, so this would make her smile, if
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the smile that you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
And we can go again if you want,
Okay.
but does
Yeah,
that,
I think
does that look about right?
she's got a great big grin on her face
Great.
in this picture.
That's, first position, we'll kind of whiz through these a bit if you like, but this drops if her head is generally low, you know, low on,
yeah.
the chin is low onto her chest, or whether she kind of...
It's more tilted to the side, actually.
I don't think we can't do that.
You can't do that. Oh,
Tilted to the side.
It's just normal. It's not tilting down.
Okay, that's it then. So we're going to the features now, and you were talking about the feature scales. So we can do our eyebrows. If there's something particular that you don't like about something on this face, or something needs done, you see how the eyebrows are darker or lighter there? We could do all this.
I think they're kind of lighter.
It'll tie in with the lightness of her hair, I guess.
Yeah.
So then it's the eyes. Are they darker or lighter?
The eyes are lighter.
So we can lighten them down. We'll do that. So we've got. There you go. We see.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we'll remember it's in grayscale, so
Sure.
no stubble, beard, or moustache.
Not the last time I looked.
No, that's good. So we've got laughter lines and deep set eyes now, and this is it's not something that you've previously described on Emma, so
No.
I'm guessing we could probably just leave that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we can just end that, and then so what we've got here is we've got two images side by side.
Yeah.
Before we started playing with it, that's what we had, the original.
Yeah.
And after all the changes that you've chosen, we've got the image on the right.
Right. Yeah.
So we can start again if you wanted to, but if you're kind of happy with what you've got on the right and you're happy with the changes you've made, we'll just click that and we'll save that.
It looks nothing like her.
Does it not?
No, it looks absolutely nothing like her. It's more the. It's like the one on the left with a smile looks more like her.
Right, okay. Well, why don't we just go back to the original and just...
Yeah, the one on the left is like the face shape is kind of wrong.
Let me see.
Right, we just looked at the images, and my initial reaction was, oh my goodness, it looks nothing like her. So we might have gone wrong somewhere, so what we're going to do is we're going to have another quick tweak, for want of a better phrase. Check back with me in about 10 minutes and we'll see exactly how we've got on. Hopefully, a likeness.